thanks to EA for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, welcome back to another Create Sim video. So today we are going to be doing something that I have not even really considered how we're going to do this, but I'm going to try and do it. So basically we are going to be taking my sim self and then we are going to be trying to make them into 3 different animation styles. I just had this idea ages ago and I thought it'd be super fun to do because it's so difficult to get like animation styles in Sims, but I thought this would be kind of like interesting anyways to try it out, and we're just going to go with the flow and just see how it works. If it goes terribly, I'm so sorry, but hopefully it won't. So we are going to be making a Disney animation style sim. We are going to be making a Tim Burton inspired animation style sim and also an arcane animation inspired sim. So I feel like they're like different enough where it'll be kind of like easy-ish to do, and I'm just kind of excited, and I'm going to use my sim self because I'm self-absorbed. So yeah. I love myself. I'm just kidding, I hate myself. But you know, it's fine. We're good. My therapist, I don't have a therapist. Friendly reminder that I do have a creator code, so if you plan on buying anything from thesims.com or the EA app, you can use my code itsqwertyluvs at checkout. There's currently a big sale going on right now for a lot of Sims packs, so if you do buy any of them, I really do appreciate if you guys use my code. It really helps support me and my channels. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so here's my sim self. Obviously my hair is not quite this pink, but I couldn't really get like the right shade. Low-key, it's completely off, and I might probably change it depending on the animation style. But here's my sim self. They're pretty cute, whatever. They look like kind of like me, ish. I don't know. People say that I don't look anything like my sim self. What do we think? I think I do a little bit, but I've definitely like changed my makeup and stuff since I made the sim, but I just can't be bothered to swap them over. So it's fine. So obviously down here we have 4 of my sim self because we're going to be changing each one into a different style. Then we're also going to keep the original to go back to. So we're going to be starting, I think, with the Disney one because I feel like this will be the easiest, or at least I feel like it'll be the easiest. It probably won't be. So I think I'm going to go down like the princess route because if anything, I would be a princess. I'm just kidding. I'd probably be like the, I don't know, random like sibling who like maybe is like a fan favorite. You know, maybe I'm self-absorbed in that sense. Clearly, I'm just talking about how self-absorbed I am. I don't know. I guess it's hard not to be, guys, when you're this beautiful. I'm just kidding. I need to stop. I need to stop speaking. As for the animation style, obviously it's kind of difficult to do because it's The Sims 4, right? It's gonna always look like The Sims, but I think I'm gonna just basically go for more facial features and sort of the way that they shadow certain things, if that makes any sense, and try and use like skin details that'll fit that. And also, obviously, like style-wise, I'm gonna also change that up a little bit as well to try and fit into the scenario that I am a Disney princess slash prince slash what would you call a Disney royalty? A Disney member of royalty is what I am meant to be. So I think rather than going for like the new style, I kind of want to go for like the old style, even though I feel like the new one would be easier to do. But I really like obviously the design of like Sleeping Beauty and that kind of vibe. I just really like how the style is on that, and it's like a lot more simple. Okay, so I've got a picture up and we're just gonna start. I don't know how we're gonna do this at all. Again, it's not thought through. I haven't attempted it. I'm just gonna see how it goes. And I just thought I'd take you guys along for the ride, you know, because I thought it was kind of a fun idea. So we are gonna first of all just take off my hair. Oh my God, she's bald. They're bald and they're torturing people who have hair. Okay, sorry. Anyways, so okay, first things first. I think I'm gonna keep. Okay, so I want it to. Okay. Let's just get this started, okay? Plan of action. I want to keep it looking like me. It can't not look like me. I gotta keep my glasses. I gotta keep my piercings. I gotta keep my sort of vibe. My hair, it's gotta be similar-ish. It's gotta look like me, but if I was put into a Disney film. Therefore, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna have to take off the glasses for a second because I'm gonna go ahead and make my eyes a lot bigger. Obviously, that's kind of like a part of Disney anime. Oh my God, that's terrifying. That's so scary. Oh my God, okay. No, okay. I mean, okay, let's have a look. Let's just have a look. It depends on what style you're going for, because some of them, like Sleeping Beauty, okay, yeah, no, she does have big eyes. I was gonna say, she doesn't have that big of eyes. No, actually, she's quite scary. She's a little bit bug-like, but in like a good way. I think my eye shape as well. I look a little bit too tired to be in a Disney film. I feel like they're more like wide-eyed, you know? They have a lot more life to them than I do. So we're gonna do that. We're also gonna make my nose. This is also very stereotypical. Of course, not every Disney princess looks like this or anything like that, but this is just kind of like based on what I picture for like the style of like the old-fashioned one. So I also think that they tend to have sort of slimmer faces than me. Low-key, the eyes are so creepy. Oh my God. It's so funny though, because without my glasses, my eyes are a lot bigger because my glasses shrink my eyes down. So my eyes are like that big normally, but they're not that big. That's excessive. I think we'll go with that. I'm kind of scared. And I think I've got to make myself look a bit more like, you know, ooh, I'm a little princess. So I'm going to make my eyes a little bit more like that. And I might get rid of the sclera overlay because I think it's making me look a bit more tired. I'm going to swap out their eyes to be more of an animated kind of looking one. Maybe like these. I have quite dark brown eyes, so we'll go with like that maybe. Already that's like a little bit more like Disney-esque. And I'm gonna swap out skin details and everything to be less realistic because I kind of use like a bit of a mixture, but right now they're looking a little bit too realistic, so I'm gonna swap them out to be anything that I could possibly do that makes them look a little bit more sort of like matte. Wow, low-key I wish I looked like this. Okay, now I'm actually just getting sad. Yeah. And I think because it's like animated, we should go for some sort of face shadow that's sort of maybe off to like the side like that, so that it's kind of like, you know, it kind of like looks more like the vibe, I think. Maybe I'll do a little bit less harsh though, because it's kind of leaning a bit arcane, and obviously we're going to do that afterwards, so I don't want to go too far, but like that I think adds like a little bit of like something to the mix, you know. I'm going to use a nose mask to give my nose a little bit less of like a definition. I don't know, I feel like the noses, they're very small, but also they're not really like the prime part of the face. I feel like it's normally kind of like the thing that's the smallest on the face for Disney. And then definitely I need to lighten up a little bit and I need to make my face a little bit smilier. I think I have the right lip shape because I've got the Cupid's bow. Obviously I normally overline it, but in this case I have the Cupid's bow there, so I'll keep that defined as they do normally. And I think that my face would be a little bit more like that. This is quite scary. I'm looking a bit alien, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna shrink my nose down, as I said. Maybe move it up a little bit as well. Low-key, okay, that's quite scary. I'm also gonna make my chin a little bit thinner. I'm just giving alien more than I am Disney. This is quite scary. I feel like that's right though, isn't it? Like I feel like I'm so scary, but I feel like it's accurate. Like I feel like I can't like deny that it's pretty accurate. I don't know. Okay, this is quite horrifying in like a good way. Like if I could let that in real life I would, but I also am a little bit scary, so it is what it is. And then I'm gonna go for some more Maxis Match eyebrows because I've got to get that sort of Disney, it's drawn kind of effect. I think I'll go with some really thin ones as well. Again, another thing that I just picture. Sorry. I look so silly. For Disney, I picture like some thinner eyebrows. Yeah, maybe I want to see some really thin ones like this. By the way, I'm not claiming to be any good at this. If this is completely inaccurate, I'm so sorry. But honestly, I don't watch Disney films ever. I just don't really watch animated stuff in general. I feel like I've discussed this a load on my channel, but like I prefer live action over anything. I don't ever really watch anything animated. So if I'm like terrible at this, I'm very sorry. Okay, so for lashes, I have these like cartoon ones, which low-key I thought when I downloaded them, I was like, I'm never going to use these. Why did I download them? Now I know why I downloaded them. And it's for this exact reason. Their bottom lids don't really seem to have many lashes, so I'm just gonna go with the top eyelid instead. And I'm gonna swap the makeup out a little bit. I think I'm gonna use the same lipstick that I have on for my sim, but I'm just gonna make it maybe a little bit more saturated, maybe a little bit brighter as well, just to like make me look a little bit more, I don't know, this is very like feminine, which is not my normal vibe. I don't know, I'm kind of like, I'm like femme most of the time, but like I like being masked sometimes. This is totally not my energy, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. It's kind of fun doing something different. And I think for like eyeliner as well, I'm just gonna go for maybe one like this where it's got like the white on the inner corners. I think that really makes the eyes look a little bit bigger. Obviously, we don't really need the extra bigness of the eyes, but I'm going to still do it anyways. And I think just like a simple wing as well would definitely be what they would have had in the Disney style. Yeah, I think something like that. It's just got a wing and it's got a bit of a highlight in the middle. And I think I'll keep the eyeshadow. I think that works well. Okay, I think I'm looking pretty like Disney. I might make the eyes a bit more like that, so I'm a little bit more like, oh, who goes there? What prince? Loki, what princess is going to be there? Like, that's kind of the energy. You know, that's kind of the energy. Okay, so for hair, like I said, I want to go for one that looks like it could be my hair. So I want to keep like a fringe, but it's like my hair could have been styled, which I know this is like so confusing. I'm so sorry. I really could have just like done anything, but I of course did like a really stupid idea. I don't know, it's kind of fun. And I just didn't want to do like a challenge I've done 100 times again, you know? But like I feel like one where it's got the fringe, but it's like maybe like an updo or something would work. And it feels very like princessy, or kind of actually like long hair where it's got the fringe. Long hair is normally what like a Disney princess would have. Low-key, this is more my hair. Oh, I should have gone for this. Oh, for God's sakes. I'm so sorry. I should have gone for that one. Oh, what I wish my hair to be. Guys, give me like 7 years. Trust. I'll be there. I'll be there. Honestly, maybe one like that. It's kind of got the fringe, but it's a little bit more on like the princess side. It's very long as well, which definitely is not my hair, but I think that works. Is this looking like me still? I don't know if it is. Maybe I should keep like more of a proper fringe, because I guess I do have more of like a full fringe. It's just finding one that's got like a micro, well, it's not micro, but it's like a, you know, pretty high up fringe. It's kind of difficult to find. Now I'm thinking about it, I probably should go down more of like the Anna from Frozen route. Maybe this hair actually, that actually could look like my hair, kind of in a way, if I'd styled it. I feel like the Anna from Frozen route is more like my vibe and who I would be, or like Merida from Brave, because I feel like I'm going to like Sleeping Beauty, but like, girl, if I'm in a Disney film, I'm not gonna be her. What's even her name? Oh my god. Oh my god. No, this is so embarrassing. No. Aurora. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That was the worst. I'm the worst. I am the worst. But I think I need like a crown of sorts, you know? But I feel like maybe, okay, let's think of the backstory. Let's think of the backstory. I am a princess. I don't really want to call it a princess. I don't really want to call it a prince. I'm a member of royalty in the Disney world, and I run away because I don't want to be in royalty. But this is such a classic story, you know? It's been done so many times. The classic tale of they run away to find who they are, and then they meet let's say a lovely elf, and she's delightful. They fall in love, and then they go back to the royal place, and they're like, yo, so it turns out I'm not only have I ran away, potentially dye my hair pink, depending on, I don't know, was I born with pink hair? Probably, if I'm a Disney film. But also, I'm bisexual, and this is my girlfriend. And that's the end. And I think that's a great tale. And I think Disney should make that if they weren't like the worst people ever. Yeah. But you know, if they weren't, you know, they could totally make that. but they are, so they can't. I think that's like a pretty cute one. It's not like a full crown, but it's like a cute little thing. Now, even though I'm in a Disney film, I ain't going for gold. I ain't going for rose gold. I'm going for silver. I always only wear silver, so I would never go for anything else. And it's got to look like me. And I just realized I haven't given myself my glasses back, which probably what's making me look a little bit less like me. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm looking like Disney-ish, right? I think so. Maybe I should swap the lips out, actually. Again, we're trying to still make me look like me, but just like if the animation style was different. I think if I can go for some that are sort of very matte, maybe one like that instead, because it's a bit more matte. It looks a bit more like animated. Also just slightly adjusted my face shape again. Okay, I think that that's looking like pretty Disney accurate. Okay, now we got to do an outfit that this is so confusing, that I would wear, but if I was in a Disney thing. So I like dark red. Dark red would be my color, I think. I don't mind a long dress. I'd happily wear a long dress, but it would be in like a dark red shade. It can't be like we ain't talking proper Snow White. You know what I mean? I'm not going to wear that. Also, I look so scary right now. I'm so glad, actually. I'm very glad that I'm not in a Disney film. I'd be quite horrifying. But like something like maybe like that, you know, like I would wear a little bit too much for me. A little bit too much, I'm going to be honest. And actually, I'm clicking on a lot of these stuff that are like alpha CC, but realistically, I need to go for Max's Match because obviously that looks the most like cartoonish, which obviously it's most like the style. So we'll definitely go for something like that. I would like to think I'd be like the cool villain, but I'm not. Like, I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. I'm too, I don't know. I just can't be the villain. I mean, it's a good thing, I suppose, but it's a little bit disappointing, you know? Wait, that's kind of gorgeous. Oh my God, it matches the hair so well. I'm actually go for that. I think that's so pretty. That's by Serenity, in case you're wondering. I feel like that's kind of like the energy. That's very like Disney princess, but also like it's got me to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what we're going for. Bit of a mix. And of course, I can't have chip nails. That would be ridiculous because I'm in a Disney film. Hello. I'm gonna do them in dark brown. I think that's pretty. It'll match the dress. You can't actually see it. Actually, I'm wondering if my glasses would be any different. I feel like they would be. I feel like if I was in a Disney film, they'd be more like circular ones. Like low-key like these. I feel like that's the kind that they put on like characters. I think that's kind of cute though. That's kind of cute. Okay. We'll do a different necklace. Maybe like something like that, like a little clover. Oh, it's like my dog, Clover. It makes sense. Again, I'm gonna keep all my facial piercings, otherwise it wouldn't be me. But I'm gonna go for some different earrings. Maybe like these like fairy wing ones. Oh, you can't actually see them. Okay, well, imagine you can. I'm gonna add some highlighter like this. It's kind of like on the nose, adds a little bit more definition. And I've just realized I didn't change the blush up at all. Actually, I didn't even have blush on. Oh my God, what am I even doing? Hello, I'm in a Disney film. Honestly, I'm gonna do a lot because I feel like blush blindness doesn't exist in the Disney world. I feel like I'm certainly looking a bit more Pixar now, but I feel like I belong more in the Pixar realm than in the Disney realm anyway, so I don't really mind. Okay, I think that is me as a Disney character. I think it still like could be me, right? Like side by side. I'm just kidding. The hair color is so inaccurate. It's actually very bothersome, but unfortunately, I just can't seem to get this exact shade. It's like faded a lot already, so it's kind of like a blondie pink, and I can't really get it, guys. I'm sorry. Maybe like that's a little bit more accurate. It's a little bit darker. That is me as a Disney character. I think that was kind of fun. I don't know. That's kind of like cute to do. Kind of like doing that. That's kind of fun. So, okay, let's now see how I would look if I was in a Tim Burton one, which is way more fun than that. I'm sorry, but like that's why I did Disney first, because like hello. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. I feel like this is gonna be easier because like I feel like, oh my God, that makes my face look so just different. That's so weird. Like seeing it after just looking at that other version, that's so funny. But I feel like this is more fitting. So we got to do literally the biggest size eyes that we could possibly do to do his animation style. And the main thing is how they're like this. There we go. There we go. And then they also tend to have like really tight. Oh my God, that's really creepy, but low-key, that's what it looks like. Okay, we might have to okay, it's okay, we'll figure it out. Honestly, my tiny lips have come in clutch because that's actually what they have. They have very pointed faces, honestly, even kind of like that with like a very pointy chin. This is so fun. This is so fun. The nose is always like very small again, but low-key kind of long, I think, from what I'm seeing. And then I think I'm gonna do little eyebrows again, but this time I'm gonna do some that are kind of like, there we go. That's literally it. Oh my God, incredible. Already, guys, I'm seeing the vision. I feel like my cheeks are way too chubby. Oh, that's one of the main things as well. I've got to make myself like really very much chiseled, which I'm very much not at all. So Tim Burton. Oh my God, love. Okay, love. Okay, let's go ahead and swap out some things then to make me look a bit more like his style. I'm actually thinking I might make myself have like a very cool skin tone instead. You know, Tim Burton, it's all like the very, very pasty look. So I think I'm gonna swap out to be like that instead, like that. Okay. Oh, this is actually really scary. Oh my God, that's so much worse. That's scary, but that's low-key more what it looks like. Okay, how are we gonna, okay, that's really creepy, but like that's actually accurate. I'm sorry, that's literally accurate. I kind of throw it with like the bloodshotness though. I feel like it looks more like spooky, and I feel like that's more Tim Burton, so I'm gonna go with that instead. Once again, I'm gonna swap out the skin details to make it look a little bit more like his sort of style. Honestly, that one's really accurate. I feel like I'm definitely going Corpse Bride, which is really funny because I actually don't like Corpse Bride. It's like it's like my least favorite Tim Burton film. film. I just found it such a boring film. Oh my god, me and my friend watched it because I was like, oh, I've never really seen it before. Watched it and I was like, what on earth? Why is this film so loved? I don't know. Okay, let's go with some really big eye bags as well. Oh my god, I look so cool. Guys, I wish I looked like this. This is how I aspire to be. And I think rather than the freckles that I've got now, I'm gonna just do like a couple of kind of like beauty marks rather than that. Obviously his style is like stop motion, so it's a little bit different and a little bit more difficult to do. But I think you can kind of see the vision. Definitely gonna contour a lot like that. Very distinct and very like sharp facial features is what I picture. Once again, I'm not a pro at this. I don't do art or anything like that. I don't know anything. Please do not take any of this with more than a grain of salt, but it's just fun, you know? It's just a bit of fun. I don't really care that much. And I think like some little smiles at the bottom. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Incredible. Oh my god. I'm loving how I'm looking. I am going to do a bit of blush, but I think I'm just going to do very like subtle amount just on the cheeks like that. And it's going to be like quite a red tone. Lips, honestly, are kind of okay, but I might go for like these just because they look a bit more dead. Yeah, that's the vibe. That is the vibe. As for eyelashes, I think I might go with one of these that are like drawn on. I don't know. I don't think like the 3D ones make much sense. I guess those ones are kind of good. Never mind. I lied. I'm going to go with those ones. I think they work really well. I'm going to swap the eyeliner out to be like this one, which is just like loads more lashes. Again, very like the Corpse Bride, as in Corpse Bride, as in her from the Corpse Bride. I'm going to do some eyeshadow to just really accentuate the eyes more than that, which I don't even know how that's possible. I'm so happy with this sim so far. Okay. Again, I'm kind of thinking like circular ones just make the most sense, but I might go for like black this time maybe. Yeah, I think that works. Plus I used to have black glasses, so it works out well. Okay, now we go to the hair. So what's like a Tim Burton hair? I don't really know. I feel like they're usually shorter because it's obviously stop animation. It's very difficult to do like long hair. So I think I'm going to go for like a shorter hairstyle, but like kind of like a funky one. Very like angular is like kind of how I see Tim Burton stuff. Something honestly like this one from Get to Work, but obviously not that, but like, you know what I mean? Like something like similar. Honestly, maybe like a little bob would be cute. But again, I feel like it's not looking much like me because I do kind of have to go for like a similar length to what I have right now. Honestly, I'm feeling this one because it kind of looks very chunky. It feels like very clay-like in my head. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like it looks kind of like clay-like. So I think I'm gonna go for that. Again, it's not too similar to my hair, but I feel like it's similar enough where like we can get away with it. Okay, now as for the outfit, I don't really know what Tim Burton characters wear. I feel like it's normally dresses, but I think like maybe like a long dress, but very like raggedy is what I picture. Like something that's got like a bit of like jagged edges to it. Feels very handmade is kind of how I see the outfits looking, I guess. Something like that, but like not that, you know? Like I don't want to go with that, but like something similar. Well, that's very Wednesday, which is Tim Burton, but not really the vibe. I think something like this is really cute. And I really like the colors as well. I feel like it's very muted, which obviously Tim Burton tends to be. It's kind of like a little bit silly, but like in like, I don't know. I'm just trying to picture like the storyline for it, and I was thinking that like with the last one where I was like kind of like doing like a princess sort of version, this one I feel like is more not that vibe, so I'm trying to go for something different. But I feel like plaid as well is very Tim Burton. I'm sort of enjoying something like this. I kind of like this, and I just picture a lot of like layering with Tim Burton stuff, so I've gone for like the leggings that are asymmetrical. I picture like with the two different socks which are asymmetrical, and then these little boots that match the dress. I could have gone for like the black, which I do also like, but I feel like the brownie pink is more neutrals, browns, greens, that kind of shade, which I just picture when I think of Tim Burton. So I think that that works out well. I don't really know if many characters wear short dresses, but I would wear this if I was a Tim Burton character. I would wear this right now. So I feel like it's fitting, you know? Oh, maybe this bow as well with that necklace. Okay, so I think that that's pretty much that. I would have liked to do maybe some sort of like, I don't know, Sally kind of inspired things like from Nightmare Before Christmas with like stitches and stuff. But I feel like then I'm just going for like a specific character, whereas I kind of want to go for like the whole vibe, you know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's more fun of like doing the whole general vibe rather than doing a specific character. So I'm going to leave that. Okay, I've just added on this little bag as well. It's clipping quite a bit, but like just don't look at it really. And yeah, I think that this is the final Tim Burton inspired sim. Again, I think you could kind of tell like it's meant to be me. Hello, it's me, yes. With a very different eye shape and just generally quite different. Might make the lips actually a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think that I look really cool like this. I'm gonna have to take a break now and finish the rest of this probably like a week from now because I very much underestimated how long this was gonna take. But I will be back with you guys literally in like right now. But yeah. See, I promised you I'd be back, okay? But it's been a fair few days. It's been a fair few days to the point where my hair has completely faded. I literally washed it once and now I no longer have pink hair. So this whole me having pink hair thing, yeah, inaccurate. It's now back to blonde. I'm still gonna keep with the pink, but I might swap it out. I don't know, but I've kind of like styled the whole other two sims with the pink. But I feel like maybe because we're doing the last sim as arcane, maybe we'll go back to like, no, but pink feels quite arcane, you know, you got Vi. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I'm just letting you know, I no longer have pink hair, so this is kind of embarrassing, but It's fine. Okay, so obviously we're going to be doing the arcane sim for the last style. So I'm going to start by, first of all, taking off the hair and everything. I don't really know how I'm going to do this one exactly. I know I've said that about literally all of them. But like, I feel like this one should be okay though, because I've downloaded a skin overlay that's specifically an arcane inspired one. It's called the Piltover skin. And I've also done arcane characters as sims in the past, literally like a month or two ago. So I know what I'm doing to an extent. So I feel like this will be a little bit easier. So obviously the arcane style is very stylized, which checks out because it is a style. It's in the name. And it's very cool. And honestly, I would say out of these three, maybe my favorite. I just think it looks like the coolest. Like when you're watching it, I'm just like, wow. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even like arcane that much as an actual TV show, but like in terms of like styling, it's just so cool. But let's see if I've got this skin overlay. I don't actually know where it is. Hopefully I've got it here somewhere. Oh, that's it. That's so cool. Look at the difference. Oh my god, that is actually sick. Okay, I'm actually really excited. So there's like loads of different options. Oh wow. Oh my god, that's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go with, I think that one maybe, because my chin's not like as defined, I would say, as that one. Although I like the rest of it. I might go with that one. I'll go with that one. I think that was really cute. That looks so cool. Oh my god, okay. I should have totally used that for the arcane sim thing, but I didn't want to like fully just download CC for it. I always find that's a bit boring. But I feel like for this, it's a bit different because like I really need to make the style, you know what I mean? So now I'm just gonna add like a load more face definition, just things that make it look more arcane themed. Now, I don't really know like what we're gonna do for like outfit and stuff. So far we kind of got like princess-ish, then we've got like background character-ish, and then I don't really know what we're gonna do for this sim, like for my style that I'm gonna have for this one. And honestly, I don't think I'm actually gonna change my facial features. Okay, let me have a look at like arcane facial features, but I feel like they're not too different to mine. I think I'm gonna go based on like Jinx maybe, or Vi, one of the main two. Like they're the most, you know, familiar ones, so we'll kind of go for their style. I feel like they're not too different to how I look. Like I feel like I have a pretty small lip shape, so I feel like that's pretty accurate. I mean, I have very small lips. I might even make them a little bit smaller, and I think I might make myself look a bit more like angry, or like I don't really know the story, like the storyline we're making up for this, but like I think we do some like darker eyebrows and maybe make them a little bit more like frowny. I feel like I'm giving Jinx, which I'm really listen, I love Jinx. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer Vi, but like that's just because I don't really like the color blue. But if I like the color blue, I would probably like Jinx more, but I don't really like the color blue. So okay, now I don't think I've got any like contacts that are particularly arcane, but I think honestly ones like this, oh my god, that looks so cool. I think I probably should stick with the brown eyes to carry on that across. That is my natural eye color, obviously. I think I've used that same eye contact on every single one of these styles, which is so embarrassing because they should all be very different. But and then I think for blush, I'm not gonna go like too much because I don't really want to like overpower the shading, and honestly I don't think they have much blush. I think they're quite like cool tones. So I think actually instead of doing blush, I might just do a bit of highlight. Like I think just that, it just like adds a bit of like something. And then again, I think I'm gonna try and swap it out for lips to be a bit more on the animated side. It looks a little bit more like it's actually like drawn or whatever. Although I don't even know if arcane is drawn. I don't think it is it? I don't know. Is it drawn? I don't know. Also, I'm sorry. I'm in a very rocky mood today. I'm just like, I'm literally just sat here like, yeah, like I don't really know. Like I don't really. But yeah, anyways, I think for like lipstick and stuff, we can actually go for a bit of a darker one, like maybe like that, which is definitely something I would wear in real life anyways. And then I think for lashes, do they even have 3D eyelashes? I actually don't know. Okay, they don't have like individual lashes. They just have like clumps. So I think again, something like maybe like those ones. Honestly, even less than that, but I don't think I've got any other options. Okay, maybe just those ones. It's just got like the top bit on it. There we go. To be honest, I think the makeup that the sim already had on would be fine. Like I think that would be a pretty decent eye makeup, and I don't think that that's like too different to what Arcane would have. Arcane's very like grungy and like apocalyptic to me, which it isn't really post-apocalyptic, but like it feels it. So like that's just kind of what I'm trying to go for. So I might go for some like slightly darker eyeshadow as well. They don't really wear much makeup in general, I feel like, in Arcane. Like I feel like they're normally like natural, but I'm gonna be putting makeup on because hello, you guys don't want to see me without makeup. Okay, if you go back a year or two, you will see me without makeup, and it's really bad. Not a year or two, that's a lie, probably like 4 years ago now. I'm old and I've been doing this for way too long. Okay, so for hair, I kind of want to go for like a short one because I feel like that kind of gives the kid of Jinx, who I've forgotten the name of, the one that's not actually her kid, but like, you know, she kind of adopts something maybe like that. But then again, I kind of want to go for a hair that's sort of my same length. I think definitely like a messy one, or one that I could like be like fighting, you know what I mean? Like that's pretty good. It's so funny that I don't have pink hair now. Like I'm so sorry, I'm really a fake, okay? But like I did have it for like literally like a day, and it was a great day, but now it's faded again. And yes, I could re-dye it, but to be honest, I don't think I like it that much. But still, maybe one day I'll go back to it. I don't know, something like that. Oh guys, maybe I should get short hair. I'm just kidding. I've had that before and it was not a good look. It was not the energy. See, that's very like Vi, but we're not going Vi. We're going for me, Alana, if they were in Arcane, which again, I think I would be friends with like Heimerdinger, because Heimerdinger's my favorite character, and I think I would like be chilling in like the underground bit, you know. I think I'd live a very you know, chill life in that. No, I wouldn't. No one can live a chill life in the Arcane world. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I hate that we're just like realistic. Like it pees me off that we're just like not an animation style. I don't know, that makes zero sense, because to the Arcane characters or to like the Disney characters or Tim Burton characters that everyone everyone is realistic in their mind. So technically, if there's like another universe out there, maybe we're different animation style to them, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I think about that all the time. Are we realistic, or is it just because that's just how we see real as, you know what I mean? And then I start getting a bit panicked about it, because then I'm like, what would I look like in a different universe? If I look like this, I'd be pretty happy. Also, that hairstyle feels very arcane to me, if that makes any sense. Don't ask. Don't ask. I just feel like it does. Something about like the space buns, it feels very arcane. So maybe something like that. I could see me being friends with like Vi, or maybe more than friends. Let's hope. Let's hope. Okay, guys, I would love that. Or Victor, either or both. I don't mind. I'm gonna be happy with anything. Okay, I'm not gonna pick between the two. I'm just gonna have them both. Okay, that would be great. Oh, or a hair like that. But unfortunately, I'm not that cool. So yeah, I just feel like we're so boring. And if we had like all these lines, like I kind of low-key do that every single day. Like everyday makeup for me now, I draw like those lines on, and I do like harsh nose contour to try and kind of look like an arcade character, which is really bad because like out and about, like people like, no one says it, but like they're probably questioning like, what are you doing? But I just think it looks cool. That hair is really cool as well. Maybe I'll go for something like that where it's a little bit different. I feel like that could be like my hair again if I like cut it in a different way, you know what I mean? Let's go ahead and do the outfit. So I want to go for I mean, I kind of like something post-apocalyptic looking anyways. This shouldn't be too difficult. I'm trying to think of what they wear in Arcane. I'm gonna Google it. Arcane outfits. Loki, I've completely forgotten. Okay, yeah, it's kind of like post-apocalyptic, but also kind of like steampunk to me. So I'm gonna try and go for maybe like a lot of browns, which again, I would naturally wear in real life anyways. Maybe just something with like bags and stuff like wrapped around my waist, like to carry extra things and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of the storyline for my sim, but again, I think I would just be like in the what is it called? Ground bit, and I would be like chatting to Vi and potentially dating her, and that would be my entire story, because that would be the dream. I don't need more than that. That's all the person needs, okay? That's all the person needs. I don't think I can warrant going for like pantaloons like Jinx wears. I'm sorry. I just think they're a bit silly, and like Jinx can pull it off. I cannot, okay? I'm not blessed. Okay, Loki, I think I gave potentially this exact outfit to when I made my Jinx sim, which is really funny because I was literally just saying I'm not going to do that. But I think it's a cool outfit, and I think it looks very like it's in Arcane. So it checks out. So it's fine. And I think like some big boots as well. They always seem to wear boots. Okay, maybe something like that. I got like the hand thing that's like, you know, my hand's been spraying from all the fighting I'm doing. I'm just kidding. That was probably from me like having a paper cut, and I was really dramatic about it. Definitely doesn't happen every time I get a paper cut. And then I've added like this bag, and then this like glove thing, which just looks cool, and then like this like added like leg thing as well. I think that's like a pretty cool outfit. I feel like I could see like totally someone wearing that in Arcane. And again, I am gonna do some chip nails, go with some black ones like that. I'm trying to think what else to add. I mean, obviously Arcane, you could go two different ways. You could go like this kind of route, or you could go like the Jinx where she wears like a lot of cool outfits, or you could go down like the Victor route with like all of like the magic stuff, like the actual Arcane. But I feel like this is like to me more fun, and I prefer this style. Let's do some different earrings and stuff as well. Oh, I haven't got glasses on. Oops. Oopsies. I always wonder why I don't look like myself, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's why. That'll do it. That will do it. I'm kind of supposed to go for these glasses, but now I'm looking at it, I'm not really feeling the hair, so just give me ages to find another one. I don't know. I just wasn't really feeling that one that much. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not really like feeling the glasses that much, but also I have to get some glasses because I have glasses. So it's kind of like a pretty much a necessity, you know what I mean? I don't really know if they have many like piercings in Arcane. I can't really like picture any. Maybe something like that with like the little like scoop. I think that looks cute. I don't know. That's definitely the correct terminology, by the way. I think maybe like a little like choker or something like that. I think is pretty okay. And yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. I'm just gonna go to details. I'm thinking about maybe adding like a scar. I don't know. I picture like scars being very arcane. Don't ask. I just feel like that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Maybe one like that just across my eye. Just gonna add this as well. Like it adds like the front pieces of hair, which I just feel like again makes it all look more arcane. Don't ask. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I don't know. Again, the logic is not there. I'm also gonna give myself a gap tooth because in this universe, I'm blessed with a gap tooth, and the dentist didn't close it up when I had braces, and I would be great right now. But unfortunately, I don't have a gap tooth, so yeah, it's really sad. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything for the Sims. So this is me as an Arcane character. I feel like you could see as Arcane, right? Like I definitely think you can like get the point. So that is all of the Sims we're gonna be making today. So let's have a look. So this is me normally if I had pink hair, obviously. This is me, pretty boring, not gonna lie. And then we have me if I was in a Disney film, which I honestly think this version is really cute, and I think you can understand what I was trying to go for, you know what I mean? Very much not my normal aesthetic, obviously, but I still quite like it. And then we have me in a Tim Burton thing, which I really love this version. I'm not sure about the hair, you know, but I feel like I'll just keep it just because I think it's pretty cool, and I think it looks more like clay, you know, but I definitely think this one looks pretty cool as well. And then finally we have me if I was in a Arcane themed thing. I feel like this is the most like normal looking sim because my actual face doesn't look any different. Really, it's literally just like the style of like the skin overlay and stuff, but I still think it looks pretty cool. So I feel like this is really fun to do. It's kind of like those drawings that you see of like cartoon characters and people like draw them in different styles. It's kind of like that that sort of energy. But obviously in The Sims, I just thought it was kind of fun to do. So let me know if you guys want me to do this again in the comments down below. I don't know what other styles we could do. We could do based on like maybe different townies could be different styles or something. Like we could make townies as like Disney characters or Tim Burton characters or something like that. I don't know. Let me know guys think in the comments if you guys wanted me to do this again. I just thought it was kind of fun idea. But yeah, and also let me know which is your favorite as well from today. I feel like the Tim Burton one is just like really cool, so I'd probably say that's my favorite. But yeah, so remember to like, subscribe if you want. I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys. Bye. Why was that kind of Christmassy? I don't know.